Hi, everybody. Let me describe for you a story that I hear all of the time. Someone has years of experience. They meet every requirement in the job description, and sometimes they're even overqualified. They apply anyway, and they never hear back. No interview, no rejection email, just silence. And eventually they start asking the wrong question. What's wrong with me? The answer is usually nothing. What's wrong is how your resume is being interpreted by a system that was never designed to understand humans. So let's start out today by demystifying ATS, applicant tracking systems. ATS software is not artificial intelligence the way people imagine it to be. It doesn't read resumes like a recruiter. It doesn't evaluate potential. And it doesn't understand nuance. It parses text, it categorizes information, and it scores alignment. That's it. Think of it like a very literal filing clerk. If information is where the system expects it, great. If it isn't, it may as well not exist. This is the biggest, quietest killer of resumes. Design-heavy templates, columns, sidebars, icons, charts, and logos. They look modern, they feel professional, but it's the wrong formatting when it comes to ATS. They absolutely confuse the ATS system. When an ATS parses a resume, it reads literally top to bottom, left to right. If your resume is split into columns, the system may read your skills before your name, or your job title after your education, or ignore entire sections completely. I've seen resumes where the candidate's job titles never registered at all. Not because they weren't qualified, but because the system could not interpret the layout. Here's something most people don't realize. ATS doesn't understand what you did. It understands how your experience is labeled. If the job description says project manager and your resume says program lead, the system may treat those as unrelated roles, even if the responsibilities are identical. Humans can infer meaning, but ATS cannot. That's why qualified candidates get filtered out early, not because they lack experience, but because they described it differently. Now let's talk about keywords, because this is where bad advice spreads the fastest. You'll hear people say, just add more keywords. That's wrong. ATS systems don't just look for words, they look for relevance patterns. Where keywords appear matters. How often they appear matters. Whether they align with jobs and responsibilities matter. Keyword stuffing can actually lower your ATS score. Why? Because ATS systems expect skills to show up in specific context, not dumped into a block at the bottom. ATS systems are trained on millions of resumes. They expect resumes to follow a predictable pattern every single time. Summary, experience, education, skills. When you rename sections or combine them creatively or bury skills inside paragraphs, you're asking the system to guess. And ATS systems do not guess. They skip. Here's the irony. The more experienced you are, the more likely your resume has evolved and organically over time. What you think would be a great thing, and in the real world it is. But different formats, different titles, and different styles, that makes senior professionals more vulnerable to ATS rejection. Not because they're weaker candidates, but because their resumes are less standardized. So what actually fixes this? What works? You don't need to game the system. You don't need a new career. You need to understand that right now. You need to see your resume the way ATS sees it. That's why Smart ATS Resume exists. It analyzes structure, keyword alignment, and formatting, the same signals ATS systems use. And it shows you exactly what's helping or hurting your chances. If you've been getting rejected without explanation, stop guessing. Run your resume through Smart ATS Resume today. It takes minutes, it gives you clarity, and it tells you what to fix before you apply again. I'm going to put the link below. Getting rejected does not mean you're unqualified. It usually means your resume isn't speaking the system's language. I'm going to continue to do this weekly, so please like and subscribe below. And
take it from the resident smartass. Try Smart ATS today. Beat the bots. Land the job.